Welcome back to Lenny Delight Chess. Today we're looking at the mating net. A mating net is when the king is hunted into the middle of the board, surrounded by a combination of our pieces controlling escape squares and its own pieces suffocating it into that net. In this game example, I checkmated this 1200 opponent with this mating net with a combination of pawns and the rook. Let's see how we got there. Started when I began to put pressure along the A file. Was able to deliver a check, pushing the king towards the middle of the board, picking up a pawn, and now bringing in the rook to create pressure. Here, the king steps to defend the c4 pawn, but this starts to lure the king into the net. Our d4 pawn controls e5 and c5, and that's the start of this mating net. I then bring the rook to b7, which not only hits the f7 pawn, but also threatens to push the rook to d7 if black was to ever relinquish control of that square, which would check the king from behind and start to close the door on this net. Opponent defends the pawn, but the pawn's not what we're after. We're looking to create that net around the king. Here I pushed f3, again to control this e4 square, the last square, before we can close the door with the rook. Unfortunately, the opponent didn't see this coming. They thought that we were going to trade off rooks and they would be able to take control of the open B file. But that wasn't our plan. All along our plan was to create this mating net around the king. Here, the rook is the final piece to this net, delivering this checkmate from d7, where it controls the final escape square on d6, hits and checks, and the pawns control the final escape squares. Take your checkmates to the next level with the mating net.